Hey babes. So I wanted to talk about, friendships and relationships and stuff like that. And one of the things that I hear a lot of people, you know, saying is about friends is that, oh yeah, you can tell who your real friends are when you're going through some things. Well, let me tell you about that. That is not necessarily always true. In fact, I kind of be very leery of the people that stick around when you're going through stuff, because there's two other cliches. Well, one main one is that misery loves company. And so when you're going through things, people may be around because they're going through things and they're like, oh, I got somebody down here in the trenches with me, and we can cry together and pout together or whatever. And sometimes you're wanting that comfort and you're hoping that they'll help build you up, but it's not necessarily that. It's just that they just want somebody in the same spot with them at the time, to go through whatever they're going through. So it's really not about you, it's about them. So that whole thing about, oh, it's who's there for you when you're down. And then some people get this sense of excitement when you're down. They like, oh man, yeah girl, what, they want to hear all the dirt and everything, right? So you ever notice when you start coming up and coming out of that funk or whatever you're going through, and you're like, girl, yeah, we're working on our marriage or our relationship, and if it's about a man child, because most of the time it's about a man, but it could be just regular stuff, or I'm getting my finances together, I just got a new promotion and I'm able to get caught up, and life's starting to look up and stuff, and they'd be like, oh yeah girl, let me call you right back, I need to grab this other line, or yeah girl, I'm happy for you, I'm gonna have to call you back. Or you text and you be like, hey girl, I just want to tell you this good news just had today. And it's like, normally if you be like, girl, I can't believe I just found John had a text in his phone from another woman, they be like, girl, ring ring ring, what girl, what now, what happened with the text? But then when you got, oh, I got good news, it'd be like the next day, oh girl, I forgot to get back to you, what happened? So you, girl, I'm so happy for you. Girl, I just got me a $500,000, car, and then it's like, then it becomes this bragging war, or either they just don't have the time or want to be bothered to hear your good news, but the bad news, they're there. So for me, I found that it's the people that's there for me when I'm up, because not everybody can be happy for you, and I mean genuinely happy. Not those people that just like, girl, I'm so happy for you, and they be like saying to themselves, that heifer she gonna fall back down, that ain't gonna last long. Or I hate the type of friends that everything positive that you say, they turn it into a negative. Like, yeah, he came over and he cooked me dinner and stuff like that. Girl, why he always coming over? Why y'all don't never go out? Okay. Girl, yeah, we went out the other day. We went to, Long John Silver's or whatever. And, he just, he catered to me and both. Girl, he took you where? Girl, that jigger would have had to take me somewhere else, honey. Girl, I don't play that. That place, nobody go there no more. It's like, those type friends. Or, girl, I just got a promotion. Oh my God, I just became a manager at such and such and such. Girl, I'm happy for you, but honey, I just can't handle that kind of responsibility. That's just too much. They be wanting you to do too much. I'd rather just make my money and doing what I do, because I don't got time to be dealing with other people. What happened to congrats, friend? I'm excited for you, friend. I know you'll be really good at this, friend. Or, wow, that's nice, he took the time to come and cook for you. I haven't had a man do that for me, friend. It's like, one time I had a friend that told me, and I was like blown. We had been, friends of association, okay? And we were both dating same guys or whatever. Same guys, dang. that sounds like we way too close to friends, but you know what I mean. We were dating friend guys that were friends, and so we, you know, hung out in association of them. But we spent a lot of close time together and stuff like that. And you know, things went sour with their relationship or whatever. And I was buying my first home, and when I was buying my first home, I was fairly young. I think I was like 20 and 20 years old, and that person just disappeared out of my life. And I was like, I closed on my house, and I was like, oh my God, I was so excited, and they just stopped responding to me. And a year or two went by, and then I heard from them, and then they said, oh, I was going through some things, and you know, I just wasn't happy in my life, and I could not be happy for you. It was the most eerie thing. I don't know how I exactly felt. I feel like, you know, I kind of felt like, okay, well, at least she's honest. But then I kind of felt like, how can you not be happy for me just because you're not happy? Because I'm just not one of those type of people. But she was honest. But I found another friend later said, you know, it's hard to be happy for somebody else when you're going through things and you're not happy in your life. And I thought, no. I was starting to believe that that was okay. That is not okay, people. It is not okay. I learned that, you know what? When I genuinely care about a friend and genuinely like a friend and you know, love them and care about them, sometimes I'm going through so much in my life. And if one of my friends call me and say something very positive happened in their life, it gives me a little bit of joy. It's also an inspiration. It's hope for me that things may look up on my end one day, and I can genuinely be happy for them. People that genuinely can't be happy for you just genuinely are not your friend. That's what it boils down to. I remember talking to this one girl. She was my coworker, and it was so weird. When I first met her, you know, she was like really one of those people who don't really talk to people. And one day she came and talked to me about something, and we just kind of had a casual conversation in the break room. And one day she came to me and she was so excited, and I'll never forget, chill bumps came up my arms. And you know, I don't know, I'm not like one of those people that just be like, oh my God, you know, just preaching to people and stuff like that. And she came to me and she told me, she said, you know what, I just got offered a position, you know, I just closed on my house, you know, I have my baby, you know, she had just gotten married. And you know, I was just so ecstatic, and you know, tears filled my eyes, and I hugged her and I said, oh my God, I'm so excited for you, and this and then she looked at me, she pulled back and she paused and she looked at me and she said, oh my God, she said, I just love you. She said, you know what, she said, other people just have been not happy for me. They've all had something negative since. She was like, no. I said, God is really blessing you. This is your time. And I don't know, we just had a really candid conversation. I was just so happy for her. And you know what? I told her, I said, you know what? I am really going through some things in my life right now. I said, but you know what? You have made my day. And it really did. I just felt so happy and just excited for her, you know, or whatever. And so she would come up to me, and when she had good news, she would share it with me, because sharing it with people that was around her just wasn't really genuinely happy for her. And we would just talk or whatever. And she was younger than me, a little bit younger than me. And right after all that happened, she was killed in a tragic car accident. And oh, it was gut-wrenching for me. But the thing about it, oh, I keep hearing something, and it's my phone, it's vibrating, and I'm like, because my alarm is going off and I'm about to be, I gotta get out of here. But the thing about it is, I just wonder, all those negative Nancys and people that was not genuinely happy for this girl and gave her all this grief, you know, didn't share her joy and stuff like that, and was just hating on her life at the time. I wonder how they felt when, you know, within weeks later, she she was no longer with us. It's, you know, it's a lot of things that you can take from that. One of the things is you never know what your last conversation is going to be with a person. You don't know what your last impression is going to be with a person. You don't know how you can help somebody, and you don't know how you can really hurt someone. There has been times where, you know, I've already been feeling bad. This was years ago when I first started my channel. I was already like having a bad day, and usually I read my comments and it's like uplifting and all that, and I got this really bad comment, and I just broke down and just cried, and I was just like, oh my God, I don't want to do YouTube no more. These people are awfully mean. And I've gotten thicker skin now, but I just closed out my channel and I was like, I'm not going to even look at messages for a while. And I didn't look at my messages for a while because of that. And then there's been times where I've been having such a horrible day. Like the other day, I was having a bad day and I got a message from one of the ladies that bought a doll from me. And man, the compliment she gave me about my doll, the doll that I painted, and I was just in tears. I was just like, oh, I feel so much better and, you know, relieved. And here I am thinking I'm going to quit painting and this and that. It just was something I needed to hear. So you never know. Anyway, we'll talk more about this stuff. And I know it's not doll related, but, you know, friendships and relationships is real. And I think everybody can, you know, relate or understand these type videos. So if you want to hear more of these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, and hit the bell so that you hear them, and let me know. Thanks guys. Bye bye.